Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Wednesday, August 13th, 2014. Okay, let's just take a quick peek here at the Treasury budget from yesterday, that particular announcement. Good news, the U.S. Treasury only overspent its checkbook, I guess you could say, by $94.6 billion. I guess that's better than the trillion that it was running. It was $1 trillion a year deficit. So now we're at a pace of, $1 trillion if you just looked at this month. But here we're looking at the pink ones, and the July budget or balance, I guess you might say, is right here, right along with the rest of July's. Last 2 years we've had a little bit of a pop in June, and the last 3 years a little bit of a pop in April, and we had a pop last December. That's fiscal year 14, I guess. So here's the fiscal year, which begins in October for the U.S. budget. So that's the way it looks right now. March was a good month. Pulled in a lot of money. I don't know, they must have collected a lot of penalties or something like that. Usually April is a good month because that's when everybody has to send their checks to Uncle Sam. So anyway, I digress. I think that's enough on that. Let's if you want to take a closer look at that, you are more than welcome to. Okay, for today we have retail sales at 8:30, business inventories at 10, and petroleum status report at 10:30. All right, looking across the ponds over in Asia, mostly bullish. Fairly so, nothing really big and impressive. And in Europe, bullish across the board. DAX is up there pretty good. But other than that, we're looking pretty normal. Okay, let's take a look at the futures here. We're up 50 right now on the Dow. Everybody's up about 0.3 to 0.4%. Oil, or gold I should say, is at 1310, kind of holding its own right now. And oil is at 97.28 a barrel. Okay, yesterday entered Google 50 Delta. We'll take a look at that. And also entered an SPX 20 Delta with an expiration of next week. We'll look at it here. We're at, for next week, this is next week. We're at, well, that's not right. AUG4. That's right. AUG4 is next week. That's at 1965. And then we have this expiration this week at 1950. And that's on SPX, which right now is sitting at 1933. So take a look at those as we go through the A+ list, and let's just get right to it. Okay, here's Apple. Disqualified itself because of this wiggle here. So now we're back to, at least from what we're seeing right now, an uptrend. We're back to a target down here. Amazon, we're looking to possibly go short here on the intraday chart, and it didn't prove out for us, and I'm glad we did not. So I'm going to remove that particular drawing, reset ourselves here, and try to figure out. I don't think there's really anything we can do with Amazon at this moment, but I will tell you that I was having problems syncing Kindle Reader on my iPhone with my Kindle Fire, and I just sent them an email, and I swear it was like 10 minutes later I got an email back from them with a possible solution and apologies for it not syncing. The book that I was reading should be syncing between the devices, and it wasn't doing it. And they said, geez, we're really sorry for that. Try this. If that doesn't work, it'd be better if we talked on the phone. So just click this link, leave your phone number, we'll call you right back. And I know that they do that because they've done that before. So they have really good customer service. I got to give them credit for that. But anyway, those that invest in their stock aren't all that confident, at least after their last earnings report, where they reported a loss. So, yeah, I guess that's okay. But anyway, we're here to really just look at the charts. And we only use technical analysis, but you know me, I always have to add some editorial content to these videos. So, can't figure out what to do with Amazon right now. Baidu, we do have a trade on with Baidu. Hopefully they don't move too much today, so we can collect a little bit more theta. This was sort of a counter trend trade, took it off of the intraday chart with this downtrend. So it looks like the downtrend is continuing, even with a little bit of a burp here. It's continuing. So we just hope that this one plays out successfully. Chipotle, I was a little worried about this one and had a nice little comfortable pullback. As long as it's draining up here, I can be happy. Maybe we have resistance here at 680. That's sort of what we're playing this for. This also kind of a counter gap trade. You know, the gap's up and gives us an opportunity here. We've been in this one a little longer than normal. That one was a rule breaker. Okay, Costco, we're still in kind of an uptrend here, kind of. And we're waiting for our target down here. Let's take a look at the Dow. I drew some channel on here, and looks like a pretty solid channel. It's really taken a dive here, but really if we just back out a little bit, well, I guess that doesn't help. It looks like it's this very steep angle here. Where it's going today, I don't know. Looks like as though, you know, we have a little bit of a hook here, and it doesn't hook back up very seldom. Here it hooked back down when it was trying to come up, which was kind of unusual. Usually we get it bouncing between the 80 and the 20. Sometimes you get these little knee-jerk reactions here. So we'll see if this will hook back up today or not. Take a brief look at gold. I'm still waiting. I have this call that's expiring this Friday. It's probably going to expire worthless. It's probably worthless right now because it's at 134. But our cost basis is at 126. So we may not do anything on that for a while. Google. Okay. Am I still in this? Let's take a look. Google. Yes. Alright, we're in a 20 delta here, and we just popped for a 50 delta yesterday. It was on this candle. If we were to take a look at this on more of an intraday chart. Oh, here we go. Yeah, already looked at it here. This is a 5-minute chart on Google, and this is where I entered. So where she's going to go today, I don't know. We got a couple days on this. I'm not real worried about it. This is a 2.50 spread, and I collected $1.39, so I'm actually a little bit better than a 1-to-1. It's more like a 0.9 to 1, I guess you could say. So I'm not real worried about this. I'm just going to hang in there and see how it does. Alright, so there's that. Now we jumped over and take a look at LinkedIn. Just not giving us, not a chance. Maybe intraday, possibly here. I don't know. It's just, it looks like as though it might be topping here, though. That's interesting. We don't have, the high is actually higher than the previous day's high. So there may be running out of gas. Or it may be regrouping. NDX. We were looking at the intraday chart here. Didn't see any opportunity. Not going to mess with this one right now. A little bit confusing here with the 20 giving us a down indication, and now it's hooking back up. The 50 is plowing along really well, so we're just going to take this and remove it, and we'll put a do this. Yeah. Okay, and we need to color it yellow because this would be a 20 delta trade. Alright, Netflix. We're coming down to our target. Come on, Netflix, give us an entry. If we get a hook here, we might do a 20 delta. Price line, not cooperating at the moment. We need a green if we're going to go long on this with a bull put. We need the green to come from 30, preferably 20, but at least from 30, and then come up and give us a hook, and then come down and give us an entry. This might be, well, it's still too close to earnings anyway to try to determine what the heck is going on here with Priceline. So we're still waiting on that. Russell, right, we have this trade here at 11.50, and we would be possibly thinking of adding to this. This was not on my list yesterday. It's a little choppy here, but that should not prevent me. We were looking on Monday, and then actually Tuesday, if I would have been looking at the intraday, we could have thought about possibly jumping in with a 20 delta. So I am going to just kind of move this one over to here, and let's see what happens today. I'll get rid of this one, and let's see what happens today if we get another move down. I know it's looking like it's going to open up, but so did yesterday, so you just never know what's going to happen. Here's SPX. We have two trades on this one. We have a 20 delta that we did last week and another 20 delta that we did this week. So I think we're going to be okay. We got a little bit of a hook down here, which is why I jumped in on this yesterday. And that is for next week's expiration. So collected 85 on this one and $1.15 on this one. Tesla. Still looks a lot like LinkedIn, doesn't it? Just shooting right up there. Our entry point is down here. And Visa was on the list for yesterday for a 50 delta. Didn't quite. Actually, in the morning when I looked at it, we had a red hook here, but we're still green here, so I held off, and it finished without that red hook, it's still on our list for today as a setup. And since that is our last candidate on the A+ list, that means that we are done for today. So thanks a heap for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.